Hey guys, Max here, and today I want to give you a really amazing bit of information. On Amazon, it really depends on what product you sell if you're going to be successful. So we talk a lot about product research and doing the correct product research to find that product that will sell well every single time. Today, I'm going to give you a little shortcut. I figured out the best 5 private label products to sell on Amazon in March of 2019. So without further ado, let's take a look at those 5 awesome products. All right, guys, product number 1. This was a mover and shaker, actually. It was a really cool product. Gaming headsets, which I misspelled this here. Let's do it correctly. Gaming headsets. So if you'll see here, the bestseller, 863 reviews. This product actually hasn't been around for that long. It was one of the original movers and shakers that I saw a couple months ago when I was looking at products on Amazon. So it's only a couple months old. You'll notice their product price is $34.95, about 35 bucks. They're actually a lot more than a lot of these other ones, yet they're selling more at a higher price point. So how do you sell more at a higher price point? Well, you make a premium product. What is a premium product? A premium product can be conveyed in the value of your branding, additional features that your product offers. All of those can make you a premium product. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to spend more for your product to be at a premium product. You just need to convey more value to your customers. So let's take a look at what they did to do that. So they have some really good pictures. They have infographics that really show me everything about how the product works. High definition sound, 2019, you'll see right here, upgraded. That's really good. Shows people the product is really relevant. It's not an old product. They have some really good pictures, highly sensitive, explain every part of it. Then we go down, they actually have 2 videos here, which is pretty cool as well. They have some really good descriptions here in the bullet points. They also have someone actually wearing their headphones, which is really good as well. LED lights, head face intersets. Anyway, this is one of the products that I would recommend selling. Again, you need to find something to differentiate yourself from the crowd, whether it be a different color LED light, your packaging. Look at skin-friendly leather material on the outside of it. Ultra comfortable, whatever it is. It needs to separate you from the crowd, and you can sell for 35 or 40 bucks. So let's take a look at what this sells for and why we should sell this. Currently, this headset sells for $35. It costs about $10 to produce. It costs about $2 to actually get your freight and ship it in. So your total price is $12. Now, what do you actually, make after the Amazon fees? If you sold this product for $35 and it cost you $12, you would make you would get $26.84 after the Amazon fees. You sold that 35 bucks. So after all your costs, you actually net $14.84 a product. So every sale you make, you net $14.84. So let's say you sell 10 of these. That means you're making almost 150 bucks a day of selling 10 units. Realistically, this product is probably selling closer to, let's take a look, bestseller ranking. They're ranked 123 in all of electronics and number 1 in a lot of these headset subcategories. I would bet they're selling about 50 to 60 of these a day minimum. So, you're talking about making $1,000 a day. Not too shabby. Can you create a competing one? Absolutely. So think about that. That is my number 1 right here. So number 2 that I found for you guys for March of 2019. We have dog paw washer. Now this was an interesting one. Totally different market, totally different niche. There's not a tremendous amount of these out here. And they really don't differentiate themselves. Most of them they look almost exactly the same. Some of them have a little carrying string here. Majority of these, not a ton of reviews. We're on the first page. We're dropping down to 15 reviews. Not a ton of reviews. Sells for an average about 17 bucks. Now, if you did something a little different, you could probably sell for 20, but they only cost about $3 and $1 to import. So you sell it for 17 bucks. Amazon takes Amazon leaves you with $11.13 after you sell it for $17. After your product cost of about $4, including your freight, you're left with $7.13 net profit per sale. While not a tremendous amount, you could probably sell a lot of these in a single day, and they're probably not hard to sell. And it's a very unbreakable product. It's not electronic like the headset. You'll probably have less problems. So again, you sell 20 of these, you make $140 a day. Not a bad product. So if we go up here, all of these look exactly the same. I would figure out ways for shizzle. They try to differentiate by branding. Find a way to make it a little different. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Like this one here. Here you go, $24. The only reason it's different is because they made the cup different. Literally almost no difference, and they're selling, look, the most of them. They have over 1,000 reviews, and they're selling it for $24 instead of $14. So any kind of differentiation to make yourself a premium brand and a premium product, boom, you can sell it for more money, end up making $14 a product. And now, if you sell 10 of them, you're making $140. If you sell 20 of them, you're making $280 instead of $140. All right, product number 3. This is a really good profit margin. The only issue I will tell you straight up, Amazon is in this brand. Definitely go in with caution, because anything that Amazon is selling their own brand in, you really have to be cautious about it. So this one is Red Enamel Dutch Oven. So as I said, they're selling their own brand in here, so you got to be really cautious. But you look at something like Lodge. Now, Lodge is not a very well-known brand. That's actually the refurbished model. Where is the regular one? Well, here. We'll look at these ones, sells for $89.95. The really good ones sell for around $50 to $80. Artesian crock pot, $50. So Lodge refurbished one sells for $60. Their original, I believe, sells for, where are we? $70. But even if we look at this one, sells for $60. This costs about $20, and it's heavy. It's a big, heavy product. It costs you about $5 a unit to import these. So when you sell it for, $75, which is the original, you would net $60 after Amazon fees. $60.69. So if it costs you $25, you make $35 in every product. Well, that's great. But, what if you're selling it for less? What if you're selling it for, like $60? Because you got to be competitive. Even if you create some really great branding and you make yourself the premium product and you change it up a little bit, I don't know, you make a extra heat stop lid, whatever it is. You've created a better product. You still got to be competitive. So let's say you're selling it for $55. So let's say it costs you, Amazon takes, let's say after that, Amazon takes $15. So let's say Amazon even takes $20 and you're selling it for $60. So you're left with $40. Now, it costs you $25. Okay, so you give up $25 for the product. You're left with $15 a sale. $15 a sale is still pretty good because you're selling a lot of these. So you sell 20 a day, $300 a day, $2,100 a week, over $100,000 a year. That's in profit. That's really good. That's a really good product to sell on Amazon. So again, the only thing I would be very wary about, Amazon's choice, obviously, because it's Amazon basic logo. Anything that's Amazon's brand, be really, really wary of that before you decide to go into that product. Next, we have an interesting one. Paintbrush set. So we take a look at this. One of the ones that was on Movers and Shakers because it was a little different. They added a few more features kind of like this. But they really, added a few more features kind of like this too. Really nice carrying case. Really differentiated it from the crowd. It's this one actually right here. They added, some of these foam sponges, which is really cool. And they're really coming up really fast on Amazon. And they're selling for $22. Look, and they're able to sell it for $22 where all these are selling for a lot less because they differentiate themselves. What do they differentiate themselves with? They made the carrying case a little nicer. They added some foam things. What do you think that cost them? Maybe 50 cents more or $1 more on their product cost to make double what this guy's making and double what, you know, if we go to the top one, you know, double what this guy's selling it for 15 bucks. So he sells it for $5 more or even more here. You know, $6, $7 more, and it costs him 50 cents more to produce. So I went on and I looked at exactly what it costs to produce this set. You know, costs $4.50 a unit, costs $1 to ship. So a total of $5.50 product cost. After your Amazon fees of a sale of $22 on this product, you net $14. So you're left with a net profit of $8.39 a sale. That's after your Amazon fees and after your product costs and after your importing cost. So $8.39 a sale. Again, this kind of stuff sells a lot. You're going to do a lot of volume on this. We take a look at their bestseller ranking, 1,500 in all of arts and crafts. They're selling a ton of these a day, at least 10 a day, probably closer to 20 a day. So again, you're selling, let's say 20 of them a day. You know, you're selling 160, 170 bucks a day. That is a good sale because you're doing, you know, you're doing a lot of money out of that if you're doing $170 a day. So, you know, and you can create multiple of these products within that brand line, within that arts and crafts section. You know, and if they're all doing $140 a day, if you got 10 of them, you're doing $1,400 a day. This is a great product to sell right here. And the last one is one of my favorites. And not only am I going to give you an amazing product to sell, but I'm going to give you the unique advantage that will make you sell more than anyone else on Amazon this product. And no one's done it. So, and you know, if I was going to do this myself, I wouldn't give it to you, but I'm not doing this myself. So I'm going to give it to you guys. The first person to jump on this is going to make a lot of money. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do this right here too. Save the best for last. So, Bracelet Charger. Now, a lot of companies sell this. USB bracelet charger. I personally like the beaded ones that are bracelet chargers. But any of these, basically all it is a bracelet that you open this up. And I'll show you one right here. Let's see the beaded bracelet because I like it better. Beaded. Oops. So you got. I'm trying to find a good one for you guys. Here, we'll just go back to the regular ones. Alright, so let's just take a look at this one right here. So all it is it's a bracelet that opens up to a charger cable, you know, for your phone. So if you're somewhere and you need to plug in, you have a cable on you. Now, I will tell you the #1 complaint, because I've been through all the negative reviews, the absolute #1 complaint on these things. The bracelet charger stops working. The reason it stops working is because it's not using an official iPhone Apple tip. Really easy to correct this. You go on Alibaba, you go find a bracelet charger that's just like this, one that you like, and you ask them to assemble it with an OEM Apple tip. OEM Apple Lightning charger. They all can do this. They all can get that piece in China. Now, why don't they do it on this? Because it costs a lot more for that piece. So I even looked up exactly what it would cost. So these all sell for between $12 to $15. Now with the real Apple tip, that is your #1 competitive advantage. You put that right in the front of the box. Only one with OEM Apple charging, you know, Lightning charger. Will not break, will work forever for your Apple device. That will sell the hell out of this device. That will sell the hell out of this bracelet. So you literally, to produce this, your cost with the actual OEM Apple device, the OEM Apple Lightning charger, it'll cost you between $5 and $6. Your shipping on this is nothing. It costs like 50 cents because it's such a small piece, even in the box you're going to supply it in. Now, if you sell it for 20 bucks, after your Amazon fees, you make $13.80. Now, after your product cost, you get left with $8.30. Done right, you will blow every other charger cable out of the water on Amazon if you just put the OEM Apple Lightning tip on it. Guarantee you'll smoke everybody else on this. You will be number one. And you can easily do 50 to 100 sales a day. So now we're talking. So if 10 sales are about 80 bucks, just round it down. 10 sales are 80 bucks, so 160, 240. You could be doing almost $1,000 a day off this bracelet. This is a really great one. It's really easy to make it competitive and really blow everyone else out of the water. So those are the top 5 products I've found for 2019, of March 2019. Stay tuned. Every month we're going to start doing this. I'll do the product research for you guys. I'll give you 5 products I recommend. Now, I recommend doing your own research. I do not guarantee that any of these products, even the last one that I do believe will do really well, I do not give any guarantees that these will do well, because it's really how you build out the product. What are your competitive advantages? How are you going to market the product? Those factors all matter too. But when it comes down to it, the number one factor is finding the right product for Amazon. And I've done that for you. I've given you 5 products that will do well if they're branded correctly, if they're marketed correctly. So if you have any questions, on any of this stuff, shoot me a comment below. I'll be happy. I'll get right back to you. I'll answer your questions. And I really hope you guys create some of these products and really do well on Amazon. Until next time, this is Max Leahy with Private Label Hero. I hope to hear from you guys in the comment section.